I shook up the world! I shook up the world! I shook up the world!
Hey there, boxing fans. Welcome back to another round of Manny Boxing World. And in today's round, we're going to be talking about Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. And we're also going to be talking about how significant this fight is for boxing, but it's still not more popular than Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. And we're going to be talking about that next. But before that, if you guys ain't subscribed, please punch that subscription button and ding the notification bell. That way you will never miss any of my future boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding, ding.
Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ!
Alright guys, before we get started, let me congratulate all these fighters that have been taking the big fights lately. Like Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, Caleb Plant versus Benavides. Right now it's going to be Lomachenko versus Haney. But we got Teofimo Lopez versus Taylor. We got a lot of big fights coming in, and Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford are talking again. That's pretty good. It's not like they're not talking, so you know that's no news. Sometimes it's better than good news, you know. Guys, I can't wait for this fight to happen. We got two of the best fighters in the world, Lomachenko and Devin Haney, going at it for the belts. I believe Lomachenko had all those belts before, but he had to drop them, and then now Devin Haney has them. So it's kind of like a case with Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali, when Joe Frazier won the belts, but he didn't actually beat Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali had to fight him and finally make it happen to see who's the best fighter. So I think this is what's going to happen now in this fight. And I just can't wait, because Devin Haney is still a question mark for me where he stands at. But this fight right here is going to cement Devin Haney to where he belongs. Who knows? What if he loses? What if he wins? And it also depends how he wins. He could win by knockout or a decision. You know, it all take place that day on the May 20th. Lomachenko did lose to Salido, but I believe Salido was like 26 pounds heavier. And I even seen the interview in the end where he's saying that he just couldn't make the weight. And that's a lot of pounds to not be able to make that weight. I think he knew if he would have came in there in the right weight, that he would have no chance to be Lomachenko. That's what I believe. But who knows? Because the way he made that interview, it was like, oh, I couldn't make the weight. I've been doing it for a very, very long time. And it was a lot of pounds overweight, guys. So Lomachenko still fought him, and yeah, you know, well, Salido won, but it was second fight. Also, Lomachenko's second loss was to Lopez, I believe. But it was like 7-5, I believe. 7 fights to Lopez and 5 to Lomachenko. And well, you know, Lopez was the better fighter that night, but he only won by 1 round. Lomachenko did become a late starter on that round, but I don't take anything away from Lopez. He's still a very, very good fighter, and we're gonna see what happens. Guys, as for Devin Haney, I seen some clips of him that he said that he stopped 2 of his sparring partners lately. But I always said that Devin Haney was weight drained. He's weight draining himself, and I believe he could have a little bit more power and more like chin and stamina if he does go up to 140, because I believe that's what he got rocked by Linares, because he was really weight draining himself. And me being a fitness person, actually boxed before a long time ago, I kind of know a little bit about it, but especially about the losing weight and all that stuff. I really do know a lot about that, because I like walking ripped on summer. And when you're on those lower fat percentage, you know how he looks? Sometimes I look like that when I'm trying to make like 9-8% body fat. That's how Haney looks, but I'm more muscular than Haney, but they're boxers. I'm more of a weightlifter, like for the chicks and stuff like that. So yeah, Haney has been knocking out 2 of his sparring partners, but I believe that's because he's not drained. He's not at 135 right now. So I believe that Devin Haney does have power, but he's just weight draining himself. I think he's limiting himself and his abilities. I think he'll be faster, more movable, more durable, more chin. Like his chin will get sturdier if he had those extra 5 pounds of fat. Because that's energy right there. So Devin Haney, I think you do a lot better at 140, but 135, I still think you're a very great fighter, but you're limiting yourself on the weight drain and all that stuff. But you're still a good fighter. But this fight is going to answer a lot of questions that a lot of the boxing fans have about you. And basically everybody's tripping on the Linares fight where you got rocked and you were still a little groggy in the next round. It seemed like you wanted a hug right away. And but you know, you did win the fight, so you know. Guys, I don't really have a favorite fighter. Well, I do now, Shakur Stevenson, but he's not in this fight, obviously. But I'm not really a fan of both of them. Well, I am because I'm a fan of boxing. So I guess technically I am a fan of both of them because without both of them, there wouldn't be a fight. So yeah, I'm a fan of boxing. I just want to see major fights like this one. And it is a big fight, especially to the hardcore boxing fans. And the casuals too, because these are two big names. They don't get bigger than that, guys. Unless you're Tank Davis or, you know, Wilder and all that. Guys, if Devin Haney wins, he could have a lot more leverage to maybe even be a 50-50 fight against Tank Davis, because Tank is more popular for sure, because knockouts, you know, is what people want. You know, it's what people want. If you have knockout power, you're automatically past all your other competition. And Tank being that small and knocking people out, that's crazy power, guys. I haven't seen power like that in a minute. And if Lomachenko wins, then, you know, he takes his belt back and then he has more leverage to fight anybody else. Because I'm trying to make it to where losses don't mean anything anymore. You know, people are human. They're going to get clipped one time and they're going to get KO'd. You know, it happens to everybody. It happens to the best of them. So, you know, to me, one loss don't mean anything. It just means that you go back to the drawing board, get more wins, work at what you got knocked out at, and come back stronger, man, and give us more entertaining fights. Hope all these newer fighters taking more risk, because the only one I see taking a lot of risk is Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, because I see all of Lopez's fights, they're big fights, you know, and I don't really see a lot of people doing it back to back as those two fighters. And Devin Haney, I mean, you know, he had to fight Cambosis twice, so you know, there's nothing you can do about the contract. So I really don't care who wins this fight, guys. All I know is gonna be a good fight. No, but I think not really. I really think this fight is gonna be more of a chess match more than anything. I don't know who's winning. I've been looking at both of their fights lately, so I could make a fight prediction later on. And I don't know who's gonna win on this one. I swear I don't. It's a 50-50 chance. But I'm pretty good at predicting fights and how they're even going to end. But I'm not sure who's going to win this one, because I was looking at Lomachenko and the way he fights. I was watching like maybe like 10 of his fights in the last 3 days, Lomachenko, and I was like, when is he gonna throw hooks? When is this guy going to throw hooks? And all of a sudden he knocks him out and they look like jabs. I was like, man, I've never seen nobody throw those punches like that. And my friend told me about him a long time ago. I didn't really pay attention to him, but he goes, yeah, I've never really seen him throw hooks. And no, it's true, because look at it. When is he throwing the hooks or uppercuts that much? Like, usually his hooks look like jabs. Also, Lomachenko has a really awkward style. I swear I was comparing him to like a way better Rolly. But like, I don't know, his style is weird, it's different. It's, probably that's how they fight over there in Ukraine. But as for Devin Haney, maybe I'm leaning towards more Devin Haney because he's bigger, he's fast. You know, Lomachenko, he does have knockout power though, so I'm not sure. I don't know if it's stronger than Linares, but like I said, I think Devin Haney is weight draining himself. And yeah, he's weight draining himself, so I believe he could take those punches harder. And he could probably even punch harder and probably even be faster and more durable if he went up to 140. He's draining himself, I believe. But he's still very good for draining himself, right? So I could just imagine him at 140. I don't know. I wouldn't take that fight with Tank. I mean, you look, Tank hits way harder than Linares. But yeah, guys, I can't wait for this fight to happen. And I'm not really going for all of them. But if I had to bet, like money, probably be for Devin Haney. But I'm not gonna bet, you know. So and if I do, it's something that it cannot change your life. It could be like $5 or something, but it cannot change your life. But yeah, I'll bet $5. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys didn't subscribe, please punch the subscription button and ding the notification bell. That way you will never miss any of my future boxing videos. Also, comment below who do you guys think is going to win, and I'll write to everyone back. And that's it for today, guys. I have to go eat. All right, guys. Let's get to the last bell. Ding, ding.
The champ is here. is here.